This is Lynn Logic. Welcome to this week's episode 49. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. Yes, it totally was a Flight of the Conchords reference. Quick recap. I am the widow of a cross-dressing alcoholic and a survivor of a blood clot in my brain caused by birth control pills that resulted in a hysterectomy. I am the daughter of a man who spent 23 years in prison. I am well versed in trauma. Those are just the big three. It may seem that I'm a personification of Murphy's Law, but I do love to laugh. I have a 25-year work history in accounting and operations in real estate, car dealerships, and hotels. I also have a BA in psychology. I love numbers, patterns, and categories. Always have. Lynn Logic is the result of that love. Go ahead, like and subscribe. It costs nothing, unlike coffee, weed, or bad decisions, and you know we are not giving those up. So stay and watch so I can get my watch hours up. Check out the combined videos of my narrative and the worst day ever for a crash course. Lynn Logic is now a podcast. You can listen to me while other people try to talk to you. My podcast is available on Dystopia, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, and Patreon. And also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. On Dystopia, I have a bunch of merch I made. With each new episode, there will be episode-specific shit to buy. My twisted sense of humor does come with pictures, too. Enjoy. Let's get started. I am going to be offering the following services for business owners: algorithm assessment, social media consultation, accounting services, and business operations contracts. I will elaborate on these in a different segment of this episode. But first, I want to start by explaining my work and business history. As previously stated, I have a 25-year work history in accounting and operations in real estate, car dealerships, and hotels. Simply put, I am a workhorse. I love to work and help and build. I graduated from Warren Wilson College in 2001 with a BA in psychology. Warren Wilson itself is a work-study college, meaning students have jobs and contribute to their tuition with that work. I worked in the library all 4 years. Fucking loved it. Surrounded by books. There's something about the smell of a library. It smells like knowledge and peace. After college, I worked in telecommunications before getting into real estate until the 2008 crash, then hotels, and then moved to car dealerships. I started working in BDC at car dealerships, basically cold calling. Then I became a title clerk and then moved into office manager and then became a comptroller. Accounting and operations have always had a logical path, so I naturally excelled easily. I am a fast learner because I have emergent and inductive thinking. The way I can explain this that applies to me is I like to take things apart, then inspect the layers, and then web out on the interconnecting patterns. I am an interpreter, nothing more. I just see things uniquely. I'm owning that now. I am unique. Still working on thinking I'm special, but for now, unique is good. I love Microsoft Excel. I have worked with it since college. Honestly, the reason why I enjoy working in it is that I love to write formulas. I love building reports that are easy to use and read. Once I learned QuickBooks, my goal was to always have the cleanest books that tell the most accurate data, but more importantly, that the business owners could navigate and see their own data. I like teaching business owners the how-tos, the governmental shit, what their numbers mean, and what their analytics show and predict. I operate with 100% transparency. You want to see what I do? Let me show you where the activity log is in QuickBooks that shows you every action. My love for nonprofits and my drive to help is the reason I had left the car dealership industry. I was looking for a company that had more of a working relationship with 501c3s, and I wanted a raise. I had gotten the advice that if you truly want an increase in pay, a good increase in pay, then you have to change jobs. Don't expect the ones that you work for at your current rate to value you more than that. So I moved back to real estate, but with a company with a nonprofit in-house. And I loved it. The people, the appreciation, the event planning. The company used to do a second Christmas for military families, and I loved to pour my blood, sweat, and tears into it. And I got to put my little stamp on the events, which is how they ended up with Star Wars characters and stilt walkers They were just lucky I didn't find a fire breather. I wanted it to be like a circus. Totally wanted to run away and join the circus when I was a kid. 3 weeks after my husband passed, I was terminated from there, but not before I was instructed that I would need to train my replacement. So I stayed on for a month to do that, so I could get my small severance. But the moment that money was received, I treated them the way they treated me. I severed all communications and blocked them. I had no respect for those owners anymore, not with all the shit I had seen and how they treated me. A little business advice: don't put your Ashley Madison subscription on company dime. It's not a business expense at all. Let me explain something here. I love a good NDA, but it has to be good and fair. I watched the owners of this business use an NDA to put massive judgments on a previous employee. So no, I never signed one. I'm not a fan of entrapment or extortion. This lesson is the reason that for my services, there will be a completely mutual NDA. I do agree that they are great at protecting, but they are not to be used to punish people. I know systems, and I know how people misuse them, and I refuse to do that shit. This year I've been working on learning and understanding the patterns and algorithms in social media. I have been able to surpass all norms. I released the website for my late husband on June 27th of this year. After 5 months, I have built a YouTube channel with over 300 videos and over 1,000 subscribers. I was able to get the subscribers in 3 weeks and have been holding them for months. I've also built up my Facebook from 175 friends to over 5,100 followers. I'm also working on Instagram and TikTok and have built those up from nothing. With social media, the patterns change, but the basic algorithm is there consistently, and it is so much fun. On Thanksgiving, I released a podcast with 50 episodes. I love doing my Lynn Logic show and want to keep growing. I had originally offered guest appearances on Lynn Logic, but I felt that just offering my audience was not enough. I want to help more. Let me know if this sounds familiar. I have worked in business for a while, and every once in a while you get that boss who says, "Let's all read this business book and discuss it." Number one, motherfucker, this isn't a book club, it's a job. Can I read the book while you pay me? Because I would entertain a cozy corner and a good book. Here's the problem. It is rarely a good book. Now, first off, don't buy the book. Also, why is it on me to buy the damn book? Make sure that your library card is up to date. In Charlotte, the libraries have apps, so just borrow the audiobook and then listen to it at work. However, this entire practice is lazy. Read a book together? Why can't you read it and tell us what parts you want us to use? That's the difference between a leader and an owner. Now, the most recent book I was made to read was The E-Myth. Have you read it? I just learned that this is considered to be a solid book. There are coaches and programs based on this book. Seriously? I will be honest, I only made it through half of the book before I was like, this is bullshit. It was the touching part. The book tells you to touch your clients to form a connection with them. No, thank you. I don't want random people touching me, and I'm super weird about touch, always have been. So when a professional touches me without my consent, well, that just comes across as you trying to cop a feel. On the other side, as a woman, touching people makes them think you are interested in them. Man, don't touch me and I won't touch you. The whole premise of this book is to break down the people in your business into 3 categories: owners, managers, and technicians, employees. Now, to save you time, here's how this reads to me. This book is the excuse for owners, and then how to get the technicians to pick up the slack of the managers while the managers pick up the slack of the owners. Now, in my mind, the person who has the most accountability in the business are the owners, but I have consistently seen them having the least. Instead of fixing the root issues, it just shifts the workload around until someone else is carrying it. Most people are already stretched thin as it is. The one thing this book says loud and clear is that the technicians are the foundation of the business. The owner is all ideas, the manager is words, and the technicians are actions. and they are compensated the least. Think about your business. Is there someone that you rely on, maybe a little too much? How much do you pay them to build your business, to maintain it? I'm guessing it's not near enough, and at least that should be doubled. I give my all when I work. I give my loyalty, and it has never been given in return. Employers, stop expecting more from your employees than you're willing to give. These employees that you rely on so much on not just business but also personal. How many times have those employees watched your kids at the office, or in my case, helped with homework? These employees become part of your world. And then when the time comes, how is it so easy for you to brush them aside and fire them? These people who have given you time, the most precious gift, but also sweat, tears, and in some cases, blood. I'm spatially unaware, so I get hurt a lot. And how do you treat them? You fire them at 4 p.m. on a Friday. This business practice of firing people at 4 p.m. on a Friday is the most cowardly action and fucking rude. Not just to them, but to their family and to all the people who will come into contact with them that weekend. I learned once that the amount of calls cops get for domestic violence on a Friday night because someone lost their job on that Friday is increased. You do that, bosses. That is your fault in my eyes. You fire someone on a Friday. They can't do anything but sit all weekend and stew. Fire someone on a Wednesday. Give them a chance to do something. That's what they are. Those owners are cowardly dicks. Employees, don't give more than you can. Set boundaries with employers, especially with time. Once you let them take it once, they will continue taking. So limit the taking. Know your limits. Think about having a good work-life balance. They don't own you, and they are not your warden. Stop treating them like they have all the cards. I was once given the advice, if you want a raise, then find another job. So employees, keep your resume listed. I'm not saying actively look, I'm saying be aware. Make sure that what you're being paid is industry and location standards. And when you get hired, negotiate an annual cost of living raise. There is a standard percentage for your area. Employees, empower yourselves. You are relied on. Know your worth. Hi, my name is Lynn Logic from Lynn Logic. I am offering services in relation to your business. I'm going to give an explanation for each service. However, for pricing with numbers, please contact me directly. Algorithm assessment. I will sit with you and go through all the platforms that you use. We will pull analytics and I will interpret them. Let me explain your numbers to you and help you understand what they show and how to use them to grow. I will start out offering these services in 2 and 5 hour meetings. Follow-up sessions will also be available. Social media consultation. This is a 5-hour session. We will review your current social media and your business goals. I will help with a plan of action. Follow-up sessions will also be available. Accounting services. I will set up your QuickBooks. I will build your chart of accounts. I will post and categorize and write the necessary rules. I will then teach you to maintain and come back to check. This is either a 2-week or a 1-month service depending on the size of your business and how long you have been operating it. I will also offer a 10-hour annual follow-up session to review your books at the end of the year and prep them for your CPA. Business operations contracts. Business operations are annoying. It's a world of ignorance. You don't know what you don't know. So let me help you. This service will be by contract only. Each business is different and has different policies, licenses, and compliances that must be maintained. 3-hour planning sessions are available. I love details. I live in them. Let me help you understand and do the shit you don't really have the time or the knowledge to do. You opened your business because you love to do something. You have the service or product and the drive. Let me help you with the grunt mundane bits. Basically, I'm in the business of time, the most precious commodity. My time, yes, but also your time. All services will lead to guest spots on Lynn Logic and forming a long-term business relationship. Mutual NDAs will be required for services. To get started, text me at 704-770-5138 so that we can schedule a call. You can also email me at lynnlevine@gmail.com. Chin up, tits out. Bye.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. I've always been a huge fan of outtakes, so here is some extra shit. Enjoy.
Time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. Pills that resulted in a hysterectomy. Am I not scrolling? Oh, fuck. Helps to plug the devices in so that they work. Services and business. With I am a fast learner because I have emergent and inductive thinking. The way that I can explain I am a fast learner because I have emergent and inductive thinking. The way I can explain that I'm reading about becoming a fast learner over and over and not learning. And what they're analytic. Make sure that your library. Fucking dress is making me hallucinate, Stella. Woo. Did way too much LSD in the 90s to use them to. Chin up, tits out. Bye. 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 Chin up, tits out.